Man, have we ever had some big rains lately. You know, after a dry start to the summer, the rain has come and it's really caused a lot of problems for people in their basements and crawl spaces. Well, here's an idea. Have you ever thought about going out when it's actually raining and kind of doing a little inspection? Now, I'm not saying go out when there's dangerous weather, thunder, lightning. I'm talking about when just a nice rain, coming outside and doing a little inspection, checking out, looking at your gutters, seeing if any of them are clogs. You can kind of, check that out, and a lot of times you don't even know. Or how about that award-winning landscaping you did? Did you end up with a negative grade? Is the water running back against the foundation that's causing a problem in the crawl space? Those are the things you only can see when you actually get out in the rain. All right, cue, stop the rain here. All right, that's enough on the rain. All right, so there's things you can do. You get out there, you kind of check out your foundation, check out the downspouts. Here's one in my own house. This is the sump pump, all right? Sump pump works really hard. Well, sometimes when the grass guys come out, they end up, and that gets moved. And then all of a sudden that water is dumping right on the foundation rather than going in and moving away. You're trying to move water away from the foundation, away from the envelope of your building. And that just happens, those little accident things. So doing just a little inspection around your house is a really good thing. Now, up here, you'll notice I have some solid gutter covers that do a really nice job. Some of the gutter covers that we've sold over the years, I can remember when I was a kid, it was just rolls of gutter guard. And then they came out with these sections. I don't want to knock them, but some of these don't work and actually probably cause more problems. Depending on the pitch of the roof, the leaves can actually build up over the top of them and then send the water over the top. So you got to be a little careful if you're going to use your own and put them up. Make sure they're working before you just kind of like say, oh, okay, that job is done. Same thing here, get the water away. If you had like underground, if you look over here, you'll see a corrugated tube that actually goes. And you know what, I'm gonna flip this around because I get a lot of comments when people see this downspout going the wrong way. So sometimes those get clogged. Well, if they do and you see water pouring up through here, that's one of the things you can find out on your inspection around the house during the rain. You can always just cut that off and do a temporary one, or it doesn't even have to be temporary. Anything you can do to get water away from the foundation of your building. You'll notice right here, see this low spot? This is not good, and this is my own home. It really needs some fill dirt. Not topsoil in a bag, but some fill dirt with a little bit of clay in it, something you get from a construction site, something like that, and then get that nice clay plate and get that water moving away from the envelope of your building. One last thing, and this kind of goes inside. I just stepped on a mole run. If you have a sump pump, like these, well, I'll just show it to you. In your basement, some of us have those, some don't. Make sure you replace that, because a sump pump, when it stops, it stops. So about every 3 to 5 years, replace the sump pump. There you go.